Who doesn't love fresh out of the oven homemade rolls?
Oh, they're so light and fluffy.
And just begging for a big old pat of butter.
Oh, yes. Everybody's begging for some butter.
I know it, I know it. So I'm Chris.
And I'm Wesley.
My butter begging Loon.
Totally. 'Tis the season.
I know it. So we're making rolls. It's that time of the year. It's the holidays. It's great any time of the year, but especially fresh rolls at your Thanksgiving table is nothing better. So
I love it. And these are so much fun. I love them.
I love them. They're cloverleaf, so they're
they're lucky.
They're lucky. So I've got 3 tablespoons of warm water that I just nuked it. You want it in the range of 105 to 115 degrees. You can even use your hot water out of the tap. Just don't make it scalding and make sure it's not cold. And then I've got just a packet of instant yeast. That is 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast that we're going to put in there, and it's going to start activating. And then we've got a tablespoon of sugar, and I am just, see, it's already doing its thing.
Yay.
I love the smell of just this smell of yeast when it starts to activate. It just,
I know, you love that.
I know, it smells like, nature at work, making something beautiful.
These are my favorite.
These are really, really fun. Really, really fun. So we're going to let this do its thing for about, I don't know, like 7 minutes. It's going to get nice and foamy. And then we're going to make dough.
Yay!
And look at that. Now we have foamy yeast. I love it. Okay,
there's an ointment for that.
Well, that's a whole nother show. Anyway, okay, so now we're going to start just making some just wonderful dough. So I've got a cup of whole milk, and I threw it in the microwave. I don't want to pour cold milk in there, so just get it warm. If you can get it in the 105 to 115 degree range, that would be good. I lost my train of thought. And then I've got 6 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter. Again, you don't want it to be overly scalding, but just let it melt and then cool for a second. And then I've got so we had 1 tablespoon of sugar. Now we're going to add another 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then I've got 1.5 teaspoons of just good old salt. And here I've got 2 cups of bread flour. We're going to use a combination of bread flour and just all-purpose flour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bread flour has more protein in it, and therefore it yields a lighter, fluffier use. If you don't have bread flour, you can stick with all-purpose, and you'll still be okay. Now we're just going to do this until it starts to get kind of nice and blended, which it is. Okay,
the thing about the cloverleafs is that you can pull them apart. You have 3 individual little ones, basically.
Yes, they're really, you can. I mean, they make for such a pretty roll, and I don't know. I mean, Wes, I was making them the other day, and what did you say that that's your favorite roll that we've ever made here?
Yes, of course.
It's really good.
Until you make something better.
Well, no, I mean, it's just they're super delicious, and
they're so light and fluffy. That's the great thing about them.
Yeah.
And they can stand up to your butter.
Well, and that's a big thing here.
So Chris's now mother she loves a good dinner roll and some butter.
Oh yeah, she does. She's gonna love these. So I put in a cup and a half of all-purpose flour. I changed to my dough attachment. Now, if you don't have one of these babies, then you can knead this by hand. I've done it many times, and it's great. That's the way that our grandmas did it, and their grandmas did it. So, but if you've got one of these, oh my gosh, it makes it so much easier. So we put this on the number 2 setting, and we're gonna let this go. It's gonna start to form a ball, and it's gonna come together, and it's gonna make this beautiful, just sort of elastic, wonderful dough that's gonna make rolls. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful.
That looks great.
Isn't it? This is really great.
I'm sorry, I locked it up.
Yeah. So it starts to come together, and you'll see that what was kind of floury and all apart turns into this beautiful dough. And that took about, I don't know, let it go for anywhere from 8, I said 7, I like to let it go a little longer, so 8 to 10 minutes. And you got beautiful dough.
That's gorgeous. All right, I've got a big old bowl here that we're going to proof in, and I'm going to give it a little spray.
Yeah.
I'm going to give everything a spray, apparently. Yep. And we're just going to shove that in there and get
roll it around, get it kind of oily.
Oily.
And then we are going to proof. And so our oven, it's really cool, has a proof setting on it. And I think all it is it's just the light from the oven. So, but that's a great way to do it. Put it in your oven and turn the light on. Just don't put it into a hot oven. If you don't have that, then just put your dough in like a non-drafty, non-cool, kind of a warm part of your kitchen or your house, and then just let it sit there and hang out. It's going to take anywhere from an hour to 90 minutes for it to double in size. I should say back what's really important is this proofing point, and what allows that to happen is the yeast. So when you put that yeast in previously into the warm water, and after about 8 to 10 minutes it's not foamy, that means you've got bad yeast and you need to toss it and start again.
There we go. That is airtight.
You did a really good job there, Loon. All right, we'll see you in about an hour and a half. Oh, is there anything better?
Look at
I like how someone wrote "hi" on my lightly floured surface. Who could that have been? Okay, so this has been.
That is some big dough.
It is a big dough. So this has been going. I'm proofing for about 90 minutes, and it's beautiful. It pretty much doubles in size. Hi.
I love it.
So now here is one of Wesley's favorite things. He always says, "Aren't you gonna punch it down?"
Punch it.
Oh, do you want to punch it? I think you get some sort of like pleasure out of it.
I love it.
So now what we're gonna do is we're going to now, just to make this easy. So you wanted to talk about?
Oh yeah. So I've got our muffin pan here, and I need to lightly spray it with some cooking oil.
So we're using just a regular muffin pan that's got 18 muffin tins holes in them.
I guess I could have just sprayed each one instead of stood over here and.
Well, there's always a lot of hindsight whenever you do something. I guess I could have done that a little differently.
Well, maybe I should do it more.
Okay, so we're just trying to do this into 3 equal chunks of dough.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do now, this is so much fun, get the kids involved. We're going to pinch off a little pinch of dough, and you're just going to make a small little ball, and just use your fingers to kind of just roll it to make it, kind of bend it under a little bit, so you got a nice little cute little ball of dough.
Yeah, and then we're going to put 3 of these in each little muffin crevice.
That's right.
My muffin crevice.
A muffin crevice. So you want to even it out. So we've got what do we say? We've got 12 muffin. I call them holes, muffin holes.
Yeah.
And
so I guess 4 holes.
So 4
muffin holes for each.
That just sounds bad. Anyway, okay. Okay, all right. We've got a little random piece of dough that Wesley always likes to do.
Make a 4-leaf clover. We're going to stick him right in here with these friends right here.
It's our lucky day. Aren't those so cute? So when they bake and they rise together, they kind of form the family together, and they're so pretty and just festive. And now we just need to get some plastic wrap.
I got a little plastic wrap here. I'm not spraying the table.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to put this over the sprayed side down.
Mm-hmm. So the dough won't stick to it.
Yes. All right. Here we go. Look at that.
And we're going to let these rise for just a little longer. They're just kind of let them.
Do I seal it?
No, just loosely place them.
Loosely.
Make it loose.
Loosely.
Loose, Loon.
All right.
So they're going to go back into the non-drafty, warm area in our oven for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then it's time to bake them. And it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Oh, I just love it.
Those are gorgeous.
Aren't they nice? Look at that. Ta-da!
Oh, look at that.
Oh, they're nice and big and fluffy. So I let them proof for like another,
there's my little 4-leafer.
There's your 4-leaf cloverleaf. Okay, so now we have just 1 egg that I've mixed with 2 tablespoons of water, and we're just going to give this a lovely little egg bath, and then
I'm going to follow.
The Loon is going to follow close behind.
Some sesame seeds and some poppy seeds.
Poppy seeds. So you can do one or the other of these. It gives a nice texture.
Just
a nice
do both.
I think both is fun.
I do
But if
too.
you don't have poppy seeds, don't fret. I mean, you can. Okay.
All right, that's fine. I'm just gonna go to town.
All right. right, so this is good. So now we've got our oven preheated to 400 degrees, and all this takes is about 15 to 17 minutes.
Oh,
They're gonna
that's
get nice golden brown, and then we'll top it with a little butter and then some salt. And we'll eat 'em.
I'll eat it. That's for sure.
It's Cloverleaf time!
I'm so excited.
I know.
Flo's
Oh,
excited too.
I know, she's always
I
excited.
think Flo likes carbs.
Flo likes anything that's fresh out of the oven. Just like, isn't that beautiful?
Gorgeous.
So pretty. Okay, so now just to make them even better, which, you know, how is that possible? Well, because we're going to add butter to it. We're going to top this with a little bit of butter. And, oh my gosh, and then if you want to come behind me, and then we've got just a little bit.
Finishing salt.
Just some finishes, some coarse. You can use coarse sea salt or just whatever. It just gives it a little added texture and flavor on top.
And everybody likes a little salt.
Yes, definitely, and butter. We've been
Yes.
doing a lot of salt and butter things lately.
I know.
But it's the holidays, so you know we're
That reminds me, there was a fish place that was down the street in our apartment in Village called a Salt and Battery.
Yes.
It was fishes. It was batter. All right, sorry, Chris. Sorry. Look at that.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yay!
I mean, that's just a perfect little.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh, you're gonna. All
I
right,
mean, we
bring that over
gotta
here.
make it. It's got to be like we're getting ready to serve this to the family.
Move that over there. There you go.
Aren't these great? I'm telling you, and you could easily.
Yay!
You could, if you had 2 of these pans, you could easily double this recipe. I'm beside myself. I'm also letting these cool off just a little bit for you.
But my butter will melt.
I know.
Oh, you
Isn't
all.
that beautiful?
All right, I'm just.
I don't know if
picking
I
them
want
up.
to. Yeah, just go ahead and. I don't know if I want to.
Yay!
They're so
Look
pretty.
at that. Where's my 4-leaf clover?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is. That's adorable. I'll let somebody else get that.
Yeah, let someone be
Let the
surprised.
child get that. Yeah. All right, look, y'all.
So these are beautiful. I'm so excited to serve these.
Hold on, I gotta break mine open.
Yeah.
Here's look. Look. Oh.
So
Heavens.
light and so fluffy.
Look, and now I've got 3. Okay,
I'm just gonna use this butter over here. I don't want it to go to waste.
Chris.
Well.
I'm buttering all parts.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't have enough butter on your roll.
I mean, you know, packaged dinner rolls, even the frozen kind, they're good. We grew up on them, and there's nothing wrong with them. But you bring these to the table.
It's hot. Oh my.
That's roll heaven. That's rock and roll heaven.
So stupid.
Oh my God, I'm beside myself.
Wow, Chris! I love it. These are my favorite.
No.
Every time, I'm like, I love this.
These are really super
So
good.
fluffy.
And then you put them next
at
to
that.
your mashed potatoes and your gravy, and you dip these in the gravy.
These are. Hold on. 10,000%. Loon approved. It
Yes.
didn't even go down my throat. yet. Wow.
You got to roll on over to this recipe.
Yeah,
because
roll on up. Well, I'm going to roll on out of here probably.
It's so good. It's so much fun. We want to tell you how much
Happy-
we love you.
Happy Thanksgiving, too. It's Thanksgiving here in the States. But
We're very thankful for
Yes.
you. We love you, and make these rolls, and believe me, everyone will love you even more than they already do.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.